Well, greetings, hello, and welcome on back. Episode number 14 coming your way. I'm ImperialJedi. How is the day treating you? Guys, on my end, I am literally smiles for miles. This is going to be one of my favorite episodes. I already feel it. How could it not be? We're working on trams and passenger trains. Oh my goodness, this is like a dream come true. I said it before, but this game for me, it's like a model railroad builder. The city's a byproduct, but really it's the trains. I love the trains in this game. And it's cool to kind of see it all. Digital form of what you used to build when you were a kid in your living room, right? Okay, so lots to do. Ambitious. This episode, if everything goes to plan, we're going to put in 2 train stations, which is going to be pretty wild. First one's going to be in our desert oasis. That'll be really cool. And the second one, we're going to stretch on over to here. And I have something really fun planned for this. This is kind of going back to our Green Cities throwback. Still got to finish that playlist. But yeah, we're going to be taking the King Street pilot program that they did in the city of Toronto years ago, and we're going to recreate that in the game here. And that means a priority tramway where the tram vehicles are the only ones that can go straight. We are forcing all other vehicle traffic to turn right at the end of every street. And from vanilla, it sounds so much more complicated than it is. I remember wanting to try this and was so intimidated, and we tried it in Green Cities, and it turned out to be really simple in the grand scheme and extremely effective from a vanilla perspective. So that'd be kind of cool. Looking forward to that. So 2 train stations, a tramway, and then if we have a little bit of time, I want to start laying some of the cargo rails, making our way over to here. It's definitely going to take a few episodes to do, but the ongoing plan would be to start trying to make some industries DLC, specialized industrial zones over here. So we got some forestry and some farming. And then if we come in with the rails and make one big giant loop with the one-way tracks, we can do a very convincing rail yard through here. So that'll be really fun. Cargo train traffic, all the cool stuff. Lots and lots to do, but that'll kind of be ongoing. So if you want some cargo train help, I can definitely help you with some. In a nutshell, simple things would be keeping your internal cargo line separate from external ones so you don't get overwhelmed with regional stuff, encouraging people to use, highways, trains, boats, even planes, not just any one form. But yeah, as we go along, you guys can ask any questions you want. I'll try my best to answer and incorporate things, but definitely experiment. One-way rails really help a lot too with your train stuff. Oh my goodness, so much to do, not enough time to do it. Let's just jump in. So I'm kind of picturing a road that just kind of runs really close to our highway here with just enough room to kind of sneak a few things around. And this would go to here, and that can come in now. I don't mean to be building very quickly. I just feel like we are in such a rush. But I'm not trying to play I'm in a rush. It's a weird one right now, but we're trying to get some stuff done, I guess. Okay, please line up. Also, when you join the same number of lanes, but the road width is different, on an angle looks so much better than if you're doing this straight on. That does not blend very nicely. So I'm picturing, road coming in, train station attached to our road. And the train station in question comes from the Content Creator Pack. This is by Bad Peanuts. And I need just enough room to sneak a road underneath here. And then potentially a loop for a bus. Or maybe a bus goes down with a one-way or something. Just enough room to pull that off. And so this would come across. And this would meet up with the train station going right here. Let's push that back. And I feel in here should be a retaining wall to kind of hold up the bridge and hold up the train station. And this can just be nice big open pit for the nature. Okay, and this goes across. And then hopefully these two just kind of line up nicely. There you go. That curve could be a little bit smoother. I feel bad all these poor homes coming in and out, but c'est la vie. Oh, almost. I feel like we just gone in a circle and we went back to the original curve. No, it's a little bit nicer, but basically what I'm going for, though. Nice and simple. And so now we know how much room we need for the tram. The train track is down, and the tram would come in this way. So we're losing some of the functionality of this one-way road, but we'll definitely gain it back, I think, with like the public transit imprint here. And then our highway off-ramp is going to be just slightly moved. So that would go like this. And then this would go like that. And this would come in. Perfect. And then we delete and delete. And that gets deleted as well. I'll change the directions in 1 second here. Alright, so that goes in. That goes in as well. Just borrowing some of the same ideas that we did on the other side. And then lane mathematics, 2 lanes. Let's do actually 2 lanes going up. And then, yeah, 2 lanes here. So we got some room to queue. That's kind of cool. You can turn right to get in this way. That's kind of fun. We'll probably have another highway off-ramp or something kind of coming into this point. Figure that out later. But I do want to throw some streets down and like box this all out and kind of combine some of the grids. That'll be kind of a fun challenge too. But yeah, I like this. And then, so yeah, we have just enough room then for the trams to come in. Yep, right next to the train track. That's cool. And then, oh my gosh, get out of town. Will that line up? Get out of town. Oh, it's so nice. Haha. Unbelievable. That's so nice. So that's how that comes in. We got a big open space here too, which is nice. So like a park or something can also grace the appearance. We can move this over ×2, so it can be there and here. That's fun. And then, yeah, the tram priority way. I probably like teased you enough with this, right? How does it work? What does it do? Tell me more, Imperial Jedi. You got it. Sit down. Here we go. So if you are a tram, and let's say you're doing your little loop, everything is normal over here. You've picked up, you've dropped off your passengers. This road is crooked. I won't mention that. Don't you bring it up either. Oh, for Pete's sake. I don't know how we got crooked, but I'm going to roll with it. I think it's the highway, but we're going to do our best through here to not notice it. Anyway, so this is your pickup and drop off point. Very straightforward. Nothing we haven't seen before, right? A spot for like your vehicle to go AFK on air quotes, right? I'll put the loop on the other side. Anyway, don't worry about that now. Okay, so one way coming in. I just get so excited. So you enter like such. Let's try to make that symmetrical off this if we can. So one way coming in, you have to turn right when you make it to the tram track, or you can go straight. But for you to go straight, you have to wait for stop sign. So there's you. Stop sign, tram priority. You can turn right, but at the end of this block, you are forced to have to turn right again. I wish it was a little bit straighter, but that's okay. Once we zone through here, I don't think we'll notice it too much. And I'm starting to like lean away from being like perfect grid, because that's hard to achieve in real life, right? Yeah, so there you go. And then dedicated tram through this next portion. We'll come back in again with a one-way road. And then turn right, which means you need a driving lane here. And to that street, you're turning right as well. So we'll throw in the one-ways. And there you go. Is that not the coolest thing ever? If the spacing is done correctly, you don't really lose too many of the zoning squares. This might be pushing it a bit right here, you can see, but in the grand scheme, yeah, we can probably get that spacing a bit better, right? Yeah, this is fun. I like this. So let's redraw this really quickly here. Now that we know that there's enough room for the rail and the tram track to run parallel to each other, let's see if we can straighten this up a little bit. I don't know who it is that's crooked, but someone is not playing by the rules here. And I'm going to just throw a road in like this to maybe help put in a semblance of order. Yeah, there we go. So there's our semblance of order street. And so yeah, just the way in. And just enough spacing. There's your way out. A little bit of spacing. There's your way in. A little bit of spacing. There's your way out. What a fun, it's so easy to do, and it seems like it's too much, but it's just so easy in vanilla. Intersection spacing is important right here, so we don't want to be too close. May have to find a way to kind of sneak on through like this, you know? That's probably it. Yeah, intersections are a little bit close, but let's try this out. I'm feeling like gambling here. And so that one goes. We'll extend all the roads. We'll connect this all up, build the grid. Do a little bit of zoning. Excellent. There's your spacing back in. Some driving roads here. It's crazy to think how far we've come, eh? In a short period, too. 14 episodes is really awesome. So much of the city is being like built and done, and just like, I love the ongoing thought process. I feel like this is a really fun series. And you guys have been really great with the feedback, too, so I appreciate all of that. I feel like it's one of those series too. It's a bit of a slow burn, so we'll kind of see where it like goes in like a year, you know, view count wise and stuff. But it's good. I'm enjoying this. I feel like this could be like one of the ones, you know. But if you are looking to help grow the channel, like tell your friends, get your parents on board, you know, that kind of stuff. The 100K milestone. It's somewhere out there. We can see it, right? All right, so that would come through like this. Just enough room for a. The word is eluding me, a fence. And then, is there a way to do like a little one-way turnaround loop in here? I want to say yes. This might be a little bit short right here. Yep. And then what I was picturing was just a really simple one-way loop. If we can somehow get to this, ooh, I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's do the same width as our trams. And this way, if you're like a bus, you just turn around really quickly, right? And if you're not a bus, you should not drive on this, hopefully. So I don't think we need the double lights. That's cool. Very simple in the grand scheme. This is kind of the test area, but kind of what the doctor ordered, so that's kind of neat. All right, order of operations. Let's connect some more of these roads together. Let's get some zoning, get some services. We'll put in the trains, put in the trams, see if there's enough time to start putting in some cargo rail. So lots to do still. And I think, let's do the wide road first. See how that wants to grow from a box perspective. I think we want to eventually bank though. I think this wants to go up and over the highway kind of this way. Which means we could sneak this in, and this can be a connection point between these two roads. That's kind of neat. And then how do you connect these together though, eh? I feel like what we probably would do is come in at a curve and then try to curve the other street outward. But let's not worry about that now. And let's bring these in, see if we can blend them a little bit more together. Or even better, why don't we grab some of these roads and start to curve them inward at, like, yeah, that point. Oh, yeah, here's the box coming together. Nice. I love the challenge it presents when you're trying to blend these kind of, like, grids together. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, too, actually. Keeps the bike lane going. And of course, you know, if too much traffic starts to present itself, right? No problem if you want to fix any of these things. Yeah, it's kind of, I like this, eh? The staggered, like, what do you even call that little grid thing? That's kind of fun. It's almost like this would be better off instead of like a staircase if that also went straight through. Like those ones can stay the same. Maybe these just curve actually. Let's just do that. Yep, that's better. No right or wrong answers for this, I think, too, eh? Yeah, and this one, it should be a straight line. So you're going like this now. Yep. And then I think that's still a nice little connection point, but let's try, there you go. That's cool. That's an intersection only a mother could love. But again, if we do a bridge up and over, that'll be kind of fun. Okay, so some big open areas here, which are great for these like oversized assets. So a community vibe over here as well. We can do some schooling. We can get a hospital in here too, close to the train station. Make that easy to get to. Throw in some community center stuff as well. So community pool, little health club, outdoor yoga garden. Yeah, it's really nice. And we'll have to come back, of course, and like fill all this in properly. So many of these regions now just need like that extra little helping hand. So at some point soon, we'll have like an episode dedicated just to detailing. I feel like we're all over the place though with these episodes. Like not in a bad way, but they're just like, you know, we've come so far from like working on the downtown to being over here, right? Okay, just double check. Oh, power's on the verge. Let's put the power plant in. Geothermal right next to our waste transfer, or the waste processing complex. Very nice little thing. Yeah, that's nice, eh? I think I want to see this now. That squiggle's a little bit weird, but I think I want to see what this would look like. Maybe we curve this. Oh, there it is. And if that was the proper angle, actually, at the 90. Yeah, I could mess with that. I like that. That's kind of nifty, actually. Okay, so let's blanket zone through here. Let's get this one-way street connected. And a few more services. I think we could probably still use, what is it, like fire and police and stuff. All right, a little bit further up. Greatest commercials out of any fake. Next to Grand Theft Auto, I feel like these are the greatest fake commercials. All right, hidden in plain sight. So high density, let's go right through here. A little bit of space behind the school. Maybe we don't zone there actually. It's gonna be low density for the mix. Possibility for us to come back here and specialize, but I just want to see like actual traffic go through. I want to see people using the trams finally. I have dreams about tram traffic and people sitting there queuing. A little bit more high density, please. Keep that open, and then just, yeah, a few more services through here. So maybe a little hidden fire station. Oh yeah, that's a good spot for it. Police right in this little pocket. That's nice. So we got healthcare, we got schools. A park would be nice as well. Absolutely, I'm with you. Oh yeah, look at that. And then just a little bit of shopping. Help get the power in here as well. And we'll probably come through here with like a Park Life DLC specialized zone. And we can snap some stuff to the tram tracks too, which will be kind of fun. Maybe a little bit of high density in here. Overall, I mean, I'm impressed here. This is cool. All right, so before time gets away from us, let's try flooding this area next, because that should have been something we did earlier. because it's always a variable. And so help me, this episode can't go too far over. All right, so terraforming. I think the deepest part next to the train station. Straighten this out a bit. Nice. And the dream would be to have the quay wall just kind of like disappear underneath where the train track kind of meets up. So let's grab this one here. Oh, I saw, there it is. Yep, yeah, perfect. That was easy. These things, it just seems so much more complicated in my mind's eye. But yeah, now that we've done a few of them, that's actually very straightforward. I think the next iteration, you guys can let me know. I might forget, but let me know. Do you want to see us try to make a waterfall somewhere? Whether it's here or elsewhere. Do you want to try that, where we can get like a flow, get it going to the ocean and stuff, maybe hide the flow pipes? Yeah, let me know. That'd be kind of interesting. All right, so just a retaining wall to hold up the train station. That's basically what I'm after. I'm almost actually shocked at how easy that was. And then this comes in. We're going to lose a power line, so let's just pause for a split second here. Oh, just a little bit off with our curve. There it is. And then this is a great spot. Remember before I mentioned that if you have natural disasters DLC, you can take a earthquake sensor, make that pretend like it's a power junction box, hide that underneath right here. Oops. Get it lined up maybe. And you can see that's perfect. We don't even need that actually. Well, get rid of that part. That's not terrible. We do need power in here. Let's run a power line until we can zone. Maybe we run a power line here and zone this portion. I don't want to be like super transforming this. I want that to kind of stay like desert oasis. And yeah, let's move the rocks over now. Why don't we use the cave as well? That's kind of a fun one. Yeah, so cave on that side. Maybe we use a different rock plateau for over here. That's cool. So we get rid of this one. And then we kind of transplant that almost like it was here this whole time. Whoops. It's a bit much. Yeah, they're challenging to work with in a fun way. There you go. And then our goal will be to try to come back, terraform gently, have some walkways go through, make it seem like this is really part of the landscape in a good way. It's too similar to this one, so let's change that one slightly. Oh, that's cool. But I think the bigger one's what I'm after, though. Yeah, this is the one here. Got it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's put in our train line, and we'll get the tram line going. So a train starting here. I saw some water icons. Let's get you fixed in a second. Heading downtown. We'll probably want a little bit more room to clear and then eventually bypass the station if we wanted to do like an express route or something. We'll use one of the really cool new train stations, like one of the multi-track ones for downtown. Let's switch this to a beautiful, like, chirpy turquoisey blue. Maybe a little bit more turquoise. Yeah. There it is. All right, that's nice. And so pipes. And road traffic through here isn't all that bad. Our little one-way web actually is working well for us. And let's see how it interacts when trams go through, because this is really cool. Like a tram priority way. Like you haven't even seen this in action yet. Let's go. All right, so tram. Oh, did I, oh, I didn't even finish. Oh my heaven to Betsy. We didn't even finish this. What on earth happened to our thought process here? My goodness, eh? So driving in, turning right, no problem. Driving in, turning right, no problem. My goodness. There you go. And so we're going to put the stops in where the cars aren't, just so it's a little bit easier for everyone balancing. Same logic, let's do that there. One here, one in front. We need the turnaround point for here still. Let's do one stop there, one stop here. Just trying to encourage as much line sharing as possible. So hopefully we see oodles of people taking the trams, getting deeper into the city, and hopefully we also see people taking the trains. So maybe they backtrack a little bit. Got some parking over here as well. And then we'll probably want like a local bus to bring you a bit closer into the train station. But definitely the tram helps. All right, so heading downtown super quickly. Let me just pause. What I was hoping to do, since we might have a bit more train traffic queuing, is I wanted to add just like a little bit more room for vehicles that are just kind of hanging out. So we can probably fit one train here and then not block this. And there could be a chance that we come through here and add like another set of like bypass rails or something, but that'll be challenging, so not right now. All right, well, 3 speed. Let this kind of build and fill in, and let's go investigate and see what we've done. So trains are going. We should start seeing people right away waiting for the trams, if they're going to, of course. So far, no customers. Oh, there's one person. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Mission accomplished. Yes. What's our ridership numbers here? We're going to go from 8 to a big number. This is really exciting. And what's really cool, too, is the buses are slightly going down. So that means people are actually using the trams. Train traffic also going up. No way. Is this actually working? Get out of town. All right. Well, let's let the vehicles catch up so we can kind of watch the tram stuff in action. But just while we still have a couple minutes, I'm going to start putting in some of our rail infrastructure heading towards our future farming sites. And so I'm kind of picturing just like a level crossing coming through one of these intersections. May have to slightly change this. Oh, that could be the way through though. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yep. As much of this in plain sight as we can kind of hide, that'd be awesome. Oh, get out, get out. We may have to move just this over a little bit, which is easy to do. But the plan would be to have these rails converge back up. And then this just kind of go into there, basically. And I wonder if we can get lucky. Just pause this for a second. We might get lucky with the pillars for the highway here. This could be an easy fix. This could also be extremely time consuming in the last minute, but you never know. It's a dangerous game you play, Mr. Imperial Jedi. These big moves in the last minute of the episode. I'm on to you. Nice. Nice. We're off by 1 pixel there, so that can be redone hopefully from the other direction. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. Spacing's not too bad. We could try to fix this side just like a smidge better, but I really would not stress about that, you know? All right, speed back on, just so the trams can make it downtown. Almost. There it is. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think that's kind of it. Time's getting away from us, so we'll continue this a little bit later. And there's nothing really we can connect it to, right? But man, this is what I want to see right here. So trams, every stop is busy. That's fantastic. Trams have good capacity too, so we'll be able to pick all these people up. And at the end of every block, So let's get our stop signs in place here. You must yield to the tram. The tram is king. Stolen from the city of Toronto. Used many times before. Extremely vanilla friendly. But we have done it. A tram priority corridor. This will happen again in the city for sure. I love it. Okay, I think we did it. I think this is the episode. I'm happy. So much got done. From the overhead too, like look at how much more of the city is built. And the fun thing is it feels like it's always been here. Like all these roads, they just kind of came together nicely. This crazy bridge too. I like it. All right, guys, drop me a comment. Let me know. It's been a fun ride. 14 episodes in, we have a cool city here. I hope some of these ideas are helping you out in your cities too. So get in the Discord, share some stuff with us. Send me some pictures on Twitter. I like seeing them. Yeah, the ongoing traffic in print, it's not bad, but we definitely could be doing a bit better throughout the city. So hopefully cargo is the missing link. There's a lot of truck traffic right here. So onwards and upwards with the thought process and all. Next episode will find us trying to expand our residential population. And let's get back into getting some more of the downtown shifted into its new home. All right, guys, stay hydrated, happy building, and I'll see you again. Stay wonderful.